Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the real estate entrepreneur, Omar Alfaro. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Michael? What's up, everybody?
Hey, something I just thought we should talk about is,
Yeah.
we've just left the good time. We're entering a bad time. One of my experts on Monday, Greg Dickerson, always says that. And you and I have been in the real estate game for 2 decades plus each.
hmm
And, sometimes you can see the future clear as day. And I think I'm just going to throw something out there and see how you react. You cool with that?
Yeah, let's go.
So there's a lot of people that got into the real estate game in the last 2 years that made a lot of money for very little. I'm thinking
Right.
house flippers, for example, maybe even wholesalers, uh,
Okay.
maybe even syndicators, right? Shoot, buy and hold, right? You bought a house in
I
18.
mean,
Yeah, so let's be real. Let's put myself in
yeah,
there. Lots of people made a lot
me
of
too.
money for doing very little. The problem is some of those people took one, maybe two success points and suddenly thought they figured out the game. When you do that, you generally let your day income, right, your W-2 in my case, or your commission in a real estate agent case, dwindle to
Right.
nothing.
Correct.
So now you're dependent on one thing. Let's just pick on flipping, just because it's easy for most people to understand. Maybe you did a couple and you made 100K each, and you think you've got it nailed. Well, we just talked about a video number one. Your market's gone from 500 listings to 1,500. That's a 300%. We've talked about this, talked about that. We've talked about median price in the high desert probably coming down.
Yeah.
Flipping is about to be wildly difficult. And if you don't have a stack of assets and you're trying to borrow all the money to buy it and fix it up, and there's a lot of people that are going to get hurt, I think, because they didn't realize the market made them. What do you think of that?
We talked about this before a while ago that something's coming, and then some of those people are going to be gone. Um, you said it just now at the last sentence. The market made you, and that's the crazy part, is because I've seen it firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
I know of it because people, talk, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can see it out there, and you can see uh, the removal of what got you to a certain place, and then the luck that got you to this place,
Mm-hmm.
and then you stop doing what got you there, right? Because oh no, the market's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking it's on autopilot, and it's
Right.
really not. And this
Right.
is one thing that like people would tell me, like, why do you still work so much more? Like, why do you work while it's a great market? I'm
Yeah.
like, because I'm working for the bad market. I'm working for
Exactly.
the challenging market. I'm working for the market that's going to allow us more opportunities. And I'm going to get better at my game 20 years in still, to understand that I can create more opportunities
No.
when I have appointments. And that's someone that you yourself, you know exactly what you're doing. Okay. But you're also a student in some sense, because you have all of us um, every week talking to
Yeah.
millionaires,
Yeah. And there's no
and you're getting
question.
ideas.
Yeah. What again? I thought of this because of you. So this 100% credit to Omar. I look at my real estate investing business as a tool belt. And I have some tools on my tool belt that are well worn, well used. I know how to use it and use it
Uh-huh.
as good. I use it at an elite level. But let's be very clear. My tool belt has huge gaps. There are things I have never done, I've never thought out, never experienced. And I'm doing okay with just a couple of tools, but I know if I'm going to be in this business forever, I should probably skill up. So what did I just do last weekend? I had Ty, who come on and talk about pre-foreclosures. I don't think pre-foreclosures are a thing today. I'm not playing
Right.
for today. I'm
Uh-huh.
playing for a deep, dark, nasty recession that might be a year
Yep.
out. So
Yep.
how do you get a list? Check. How do you have a conversation? Check. How do
Check.
you become a transaction engineer? Check. Right. All of these things I've never done, never thought about. I got Ty for 90 minutes. He brought on one of his door knockers. And oh, by the way, folks, before you ask, we are a giver on this channel. Go check out my playlist called Deep Dive. There's 100 minutes of us. Go watch it. It's recorded. Enjoy. But yeah, there's all kinds of things I've never done. I've never built a home. So I'm trying to build an ADU. It's a pain in the ass. So again, what am I trying to do this Saturday? Deep dive with that ADU guy who's done it dozens of times. I'm going to go learn what the hell I did wrong. There's just so many things that I have a tool belt. You told me this, a couple of tools, but there's big ass gaps on it. I have to keep learning. And this is after 22 years. I'm still trying to learn. It's crazy.
And you know what's crazy about this is that you're in the business, you have 180 some doors, and you're still adding to your tool belt because you understand and you're humble enough to know that there's gaps.
Oh, there's
and that's
huge
fucking
gaps.
awesome. Because and this is what I like about you too, Michael. And it's like, sure, we have our success, but we're always ready and willing to learn something more.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to fight the market. I believe the real estate market gives you something if you're paying attention. And
100%.
right now, I think the market of 2023 and 2024 might give me tremendous opportunities. But today, as I sit here today, I am not prepared. So I better get prepared, or I might miss the opportunity. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly. You get prepared now, and I was getting prepared for a change, right? 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, we were talking about this for 15 months.
Yeah,
that something was coming.
Yeah.
And guess what? You get lean, mean. You have a lot more dry powder.
Yes.
And now you're able to deploy it, and you're able to make 70, 80, 90% return on that money.
Yeah.
So in essence, you knew that blackjack's coming, and you put your all your chips.
Yeah.
But you have to be playing a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. This is so fun to watch. Again, really in this conversation, what you're hopefully hearing from Omar and I over the last year. Again, go check out his playlist. It's simply called Omar. We do lots of things really well in this business, but we're both growing. We're both trying new things. And we'll be doing new things next year, right? And that's why when the market goes one direction, this is what I think is going to crush a lot of people. Back to the two people that got successful and made 100K on 2 flips. That's amazing. That's going to be incredibly difficult the next 2 years. Not impossible, just more difficult. The market made you. You would be better served with, hey, how can I do this or that? I just know there are people that get really, really cocky. They lean really, really real forward, all gas, no brake. And if you don't pivot with the market will go left or right, and you will run into a wall, and it won't feel good.
No, hey, you know what? Spot on. The market made you, okay? $100,000 flips, great, awesome, good job. But what's crazy, this is what I want everyone to listen to, is that if you're in a real estate business, and I'm talking to all of the agents out there, okay, salespeople, and if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you need to pay attention. If you represent some sellers and you're making $10,000 on a commission check, okay, you represent 10, right? You make $100,000, right? Your one flip made you $100,000. Awesome. It took you 5 months to do it, 6 months to do it, right? You represent 10 people, 10 sellers, $10,000. But guess what those 10 people do? Just for you guys to understand this and think about this a little bit. Those 10 people that you made $10,000 from by helping them, by giving them a service, they're going to refer you more people.
Yeah, build your net. That's why you're the entrepreneurs, because you've been building your Rolodex for 20 years.
For 20 freaking years. I get a phone call. Come sell my house. Actually, come buy my house.
Yeah.
I just did. And guess what? It's a turnkey house. I haven't bought in 4 months. I just closed my first deal over in Hesperia. Great spread. Okay. It's a flip. So, another one landed on my lap. $100,000, and it's a hotel. She just needs to get out. I'm giving her $10,000 up front. This is from a database.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is what I stress. So the people that are out there like, oh, I'm going to stop my residential real estate business and get into wholesaling, flipping, everything else, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Okay. Remove that little, what's it called? A chip or an ego, and like humble yourself, man, in general. Like anybody that's watching this can resonate for sure, because I know, you know, someone that went through this.
Absolutely.
Okay. 100%. But guess what? You can always learn it back. You can always rewind a little bit and say, you know what? Yeah, I was kind of going down another path. Just get back on track. That's
Yeah.
it. That's what's cool about life.
Yeah.
Get back on track.
There you go. Well, let's close this out. I think there's a lot of real estate agents that made a lot of money the last couple of years. A lot of them kind of increased their lifestyles. Maybe they leased a second or third car, right? They got the Beamer and the SUV. What are you telling your agents in your office today? Because I think it's fair to say in the high desert, I mean, just look at the transactions. They're going down, right? Times are going
Correct.
to be leaner. Are
Yes,
you
they are.
having kind of these discretionary discussions about how, months of life or how much, how much cash you have, how long you survive? Are you asking them those, to look at that stuff today?
I'm asking them to not overspend and invest. I'm asking them to not overspend, but invest in more lead generation,
Mm-hmm.
more learning for themselves, so they can add to their tool belt.
Mm-hmm.
Because those two things, lead generation and adding up here,
Mm-hmm.
is what's going to get you through this downturn.
Right.
100%. More leads means more conversations.
Yeah. I guess like if you were talking with an agent, just a fictitious agent, it's a single person, but they've got 2 car lease payments. Would you coach most of them to get rid of one of those in this environment?
Okay, so I would, because I need to know what they're making.
Yeah.
I need to know what's coming in, right? But see, I've always been, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, but I've always been as like, all right, well, let me go increase my top line.
Yeah, you're always, let's just go make some more money. Okay.
Because we're able to. Right? Go talk to more people, go afford that car.
Okay.
I mean, geez, this is what we did here. It's like some guys quit their jobs.
Yes.
I said, you quit your job, you need to be all in real estate. Otherwise, it's going to spit you out.
Oh yeah, it'll chew you up, spit you out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what I would tell someone to do today is, I talk to a lot more W-2 earners than real estate agents, right? You talk to more agents. I'm telling everybody to evaluate their spending.
100%.
Right? You just got to know where you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing I think it's embarrassing if you don't know how much discretionary income you have. I just think it is. If you're running your life by your credit card and sometimes you pay it off and sometimes you don't, that's a problem. So good times are over, folks. Winter is here. It's no longer coming. It could be a doozy. It could be long.
It's about to get really cold too.
Yeah. And you certainly can survive and thrive. But only way you can thrive is if you survive. So I'm telling people to evaluate their spending. It's just something you could look at. If you can turn off $500 a month, that's either $500 you can invest in or $500 less stress. It's just, it's time to know where you are.
100%. Spot on, Michael. Great topic. Appreciate you bringing this one up. I mean, all 3 of them today were phenomenal. So
yeah, if somebody wanted to join an amazing team down in your area or buy or sell a house, how do you want them to reach out?
Guys, go to omaralfaro.com or follow me on IG at the Omar Alfaro.
Awesome, buddy. Thanks again.
Thanks.